Midgie, I love you so much, but I don't need you here. You don't have posable thumbs. I'm so sorry, but you can't be helpful. Considering how little I paid for this, it's not even that ugly. Of course the house is in a state of disarray because I had to move everything to be able to build this. There's a lot of bits, it's gonna take a while. And I was like all excited, waiting for it all day. It's supposed to be delivered by Amazon. And then I realized most of the way through the day, oh, it's USPS that's actually delivering it. So I'm not gonna get this till the nighttime because the mail doesn't come at a reasonable hour. So now it's the nighttime. Also, I measured this space and I was like, oh, I have this space. I hope I have this space. Like, this isn't that ugly considering. This is a concerning amount of hardware. Oh, it's like a nice bag. Please note, I did only pay $67 for this whole shelf. So I'm not expecting it to be that nice. Sometimes I just like to get organized. The big pieces were number 1, number 2. The short ones, these are number 3. Oh, and these are all fucking different. Oh, fuck it. This is where I always flop. I always mess up and put the wrong one because they all look the same. This is 4, 7, 4, 5. Oh, the sticker fell off now. Nah, these are what? The hell is this? This is a drawer. Look at it. They have like a fake wood facing on them, and they're just cubes. What can you expect for $67? Those like plastic handles, like screw on. That's funny as hell. Okay, I was actually kind of hoping, I thought that was like one big drawer, but I guess it's 2 small ones, which is unfortunate because the stuff I have is kind of big that I wanted to put in it. Guess I'm gonna have to find another place for it. And then there's all the screws. Hopefully it'll be fine. This doesn't look like that. Oh, there must be other holes. They give me an Allen wrench. Well, they gave me a little screwdriver, even nicer. I mean, look what I got for $67. That's pretty nice. That looks weird. Is that what it's supposed to look like? I guess. You think that does anything? No. I need an Allen wrench. Oh, here it is. My ass is too thick to fit inside. I feel like they used to give words in these little books of instructions. But I guess they've taken the IKEA route and just put pretty pictures in. Like the man just holding the hammer. I'm like, how is that supposed to help me? Doesn't. I guess we have a literacy problem in this country anyway, so it's probably for the best. We don't want people getting hurt because they couldn't read the instructions. I do this twice. Whoopsie poopsie. Let's put this one over here. But while I'm getting these out of the bags, I suppose we can talk about the fact that I just finished my Lost rewatch. Listen, I know it's an old television show, but it's a really good television show. I feel like if that show were made today, it would have been canceled after 2 seasons. They did a good job in giving us enough information so that we'd feel satisfied in the end, but also like leaving us enough room to think, you know? And I had actually never seen the full series. Like, I remember seeing the finale, and I know that people hated the finale, and I remember thinking, well, what other way would this have ended? Like, what would have made sense other than this? I thought it was a perfectly good ending, but I had never actually watched the entire series. I was like in and out because I was in college at the time. So I finally watched the whole series. I don't know, have you people seen Lost? Do you like Lost? Do you have a favorite character on Lost? Do you have a character that you hate? Because it turns out, and this is probably not going to be a surprise to anybody, I think my favorite character was Ben. Evil to his core, just a well-written, like, fun villain. I really enjoyed the progression of his character and also the sort of flash sideways version of him. If you haven't seen Lost, I haven't really given anything away. I also really liked Desmond's character. I thought he had an interesting through line for the show. Of course, John Locke, 10 on 10 on that one. The tragedy of John Locke, so good. But I can't fucking stand Kate and Jack. I can't stand either one of them. Kate's the worst, and then Jack in my opinion, because I feel like in some of the sort of variations of Jack, he's like not a total idiot, total asshole. Kate's just so annoying. Just like doesn't have one redeeming quality. And I feel like they try and give her redeeming qualities, but the redeeming qualities are like annoying. I don't know. I can't stand Kate. Go ahead, throw your opinions on Lost down in the comment section below. Why not? Let's start a discussion about a television show from 2004, because they just don't make them like they used to. My F doesn't look the same as theirs. This looks like mine, but that doesn't. Yeah, I feel like nowadays we can get a TV show that's as good as Lost, but it's never gonna last as long. Like, it'll be like 3 seasons tops, you know what I mean? Like, the sheer volume of episodes that we got with Lost was like very satisfying, you know? And apparently that's not even as many as the network wanted. They wanted more, but the writers were like, we can't keep doing this. Yeah, because I got obsessed with Lost, I haven't been watching my normal TV shows. I haven't seen the end of Traitors. I got it spoiled for me. I haven't been watching School Spirit, and I just watched one of those. I think I'm behind by like 2, maybe. Just behind. Gonna be a little imperfections in this because I made it. This one looks like not quite right, so that's gonna be fun. Trying to line that up. If anyone's interested in this shelf I'm building, I will link it down below. It's like not that nice, but if you want like a cheap, decent looking thing, like it's probably good for that, because that's what I wanted. I didn't want to spend more than $80, and I wanted it to look decent, and I wanted it to match my house. And I also think it comes in other colors if brown isn't for you, but apparently brown is my favorite color right now. I love brown. I'm in my neutral era. This is the one that matches up. Why is it so hard? I was talking with my friend about Lost this morning because he was like a real Lost fanatic, like all in the message boards about Lost back in the day. And I didn't mention, but I also think that Hurley is like an amazing character. I love him. Just like a nice guy to have around in a situation like that, you know? Just trying to find the best in things. All right, now I need 6, 7. Is that what the kids are doing? I actually saw, it was a TikTok video about how 6, 7 is high art, and the way he described it, I like agree. Like, it doesn't matter what it means. It makes people think, and that's like important when it comes to art, you know? I'm just guessing, is this right? I mean, there's no other way for it to go. Oh wow, that's really hard to line up. Maybe if I do, no. Definitely not. Sometimes I wish I had somebody to help me do things, but then I'm like, I'm a capable person. I'll just figure out how to do it on my own. And then I do. I build all my own furniture. Mostly because I'm too broke or like stubborn to pay for somebody else to do it. So if you missed my last video, the reason I bought this shelf is because I got a full-time job. I'm employed again, everybody, which is so great. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with this. My house is too small. This is the other problem with building furniture. My house is 1 room, the whole house, and like there's nowhere to put stuff. Now this one's all tangled in plastic, and that one's probably gonna fall. 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about the job, and we're gonna start like mid-month-ish. I'm doing my part-time stuff right now still, so that's pretty exciting. I wanted to get this done though, so I could have this finished before I have to go to work tomorrow, because I just like want to have it done, you know? But who knows? I might have to do it when I get home. My favorite part about a new job is setting it up, because to me that's the best part. You get to like really problem solve and use your pattern recognition skills in order to create the most efficient way of doing things. That's my absolute favorite part. Sure, it's like 12 hours a day, and by the end you're not particularly useful because you're too tired, but like for most of the day it's so fun to just like figure out what to do. It's also like a lot to sit around and wait, because they could take one scene and it could take all day, 12 hours. But it's still the most fun part, in my opinion, of any show. And as a person that, I mean, I'm not diagnosed autistic, ADHD, or any other type of neurodivergence. I would like to be, but it's just a matter of like time and money that I don't have. I mean, we can all tell there's something neurodivergent about me, but my suspicion is that I have autism and ADHD together. And that accounts for my strange responses, I suppose, to things. And while I love the consistency of having a job full-time, I love it because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's the exact same thing every day with like slight differences. But like there's the steady income. I often, probably about 6 months to a year into a run, start to get bored and I want to move on super bad. And that's, I feel like, the ADHD part, but also like my desire for the consistency, that's the autism part. And then they're like constantly battling each other. And that's the other reason why I don't like not being full-time, because swinging is super inconsistent and you never have the same schedule any week and they can call you at any time. And then you're doing a different show, like you're doing one person's show this week and it can be a completely other person's show the next week. So it's like very different vibes and it's just like stresses me out to no end. But that's also nice because you get a little bit more flexibility in your schedule, a little bit more free time, and I feel like it provides like a work-life balance, which is really hard in theater. So I understand why people want to do it. I just feel like it isn't for me because I get too stressed out. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? 6'7" attached to 5'4". Did I do it right? I hope so. Okay, we're moving on to another task. We're attaching 1s and 2s. Nope, still the Allen wrench. Ow, I screwed my hair into it. That's why the lady stagehands always put their hair up in a ponytail. I wish I had the forethought to go to stagehand school instead of wardrobe school, because then I'd be rich. And I'm like fairly certain I could have been a props person or even a carpenter if I'm honest. Like, I feel like I could do carpentry, you know, probably not an electrician. I have no interest in that, but definitely the other two. And then I could have been making so much money, I could have 2 homes. That's how most of the stagehands live. And they also have 2 wives or like a girlfriend and a wife, just flush with cash and flush with buddies. I would have been, I'm like a great stagehand option too, because they always need the one to get into like a small space. Like in school when I had to take, what is it called? I don't even know, stagehand class. We were required to take classes in every department at my school. They would always call me to screw in the things in the places where other people couldn't fit. I would have had many attributes that they would have really gotten use out of. Detriment to myself and them, honestly. The worst part about it is I could probably get hired on load-ins and load-outs easily by just taking the OSHA 30 class. Like, people would probably hire me, but I'm not gonna do it. One time, one of my friends called me to do the load-out, except I was in Massachusetts. I would have made so much money. Oh, my hair. Oh God, this next part looks really hard. How the hell am I gonna do that? I'll probably screw it in one side at a time. Just couldn't be ripping more hair out of my head. They're kind of small though. I thought this thing was gonna be bigger. It's gonna fit fine in this spot. So that's good. Yep. Half the stuff I want to put on this shelf is like in the mail. If I have to get it out Friday, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to like fully fill it with everything that I want. But that's fine. You can get the gist, get the idea. I finished working on those shelves. Like I made that huge mess that I showed you. I put like 90% of it back together this afternoon. So we'll get an overview of everything that I did here at the end of this video. So if you're interested in the glory of my display in its full nature, stick around till the end. It's better than before, and shit. I think I need to put my hair up. It's better than before, and I really liked it before. Now there's a scratch on this one. My beautiful new furniture. Just kidding, it's not that nice. I buy this cheap furniture like so that it is disposable. Like I plan to use this until I cannot use it anymore, but like if something happens to it, I'm not sad. I have 3 really nice things in this whole house that I would never get rid of that I love, and I would be sad if they broke or something bad happened to them. The rest of this stuff is absolute garbage, and it's meant to be used and abused until it falls apart, and that's fine because by that time I might have a totally different style anyway. What is that? It's like cardboard, but it looks like what? That's what this is made out of, everyone. Cardboard with fake wood grain, just a bunch of milled wood mashed into a form. Nothing is nice. But if you only want to spend $67, I guess that's what you get. When I moved into this big girl apartment, that's what I call this, because it's like the first time I haven't lived in a shithole my entire life. And I pay out the nose for it, by the way, like it's so expensive. But now that I've had the taste of quote unquote luxury, I like can't go back. I bought myself the 3 nice pieces of furniture from West Elm, which was a desk, what are those things called? A dresser and a nightstand. And I paid probably like $3,000 for that stuff. And it was like during the pandemic, and I was just taking the money that the government was giving me and like buying myself luxuries, because I was like, when's this gonna happen again? Never. So I bought myself 3 nice pieces of furniture, and everything else is particle board. There's a silver lining to me filming this at the nighttime. The dump truck has left for the day, so that's nice. You don't have to listen to that again. Fuck-ass dump truck comes every day, and it's here all day. It came late today, actually. I was surprised. I was like, 10 o'clock and the dump truck hasn't arrived. What a joy. I'm wearing my salad finger shirt again. The last time one person knew what it was and enjoyed it. And I think I said to that person, I knew one person would get it. Thank you for being that person. My lips are so chapped, and I was so disappointed when I woke up this morning and it was 25 degrees. I was like, oh, I thought it was over, because the weather's been like, not nice, but like if you go out in your winter clothes and you start walking around, you're like, this is tolerable, especially in the sun, like it's kind of like warm and nice. But then it was 25 degrees this morning, so I was like, ugh, what's the rest of the week gonna be like? There's a day coming later, maybe, I don't know, a week, 8 days from now, where it's supposed to be 70 fucking degrees. And I literally welled up with tears. Just seeing those numbers be like in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I was like, oh bitch, better times are coming. And this winter was so brutal, like it was so cold, like bitter cold. And in New York, you have to walk, no matter what. Even if you take the subway, you're walking. And just like the wind whipping into my eyes. Like I have like I don't know, maybe it's a sinus infection, but I'm like, thick with phlegm, probably TMI. Oh, here come the police to take away my fun. Yeah, so my thick phlegm is causing like a wheeze. This happens most years. Most years I end up finishing out the winter with like a wheeze, and then spring comes and the asthma kicks in and I have to go to the doctor to get the steroids to take the inflammation down. That's part of the Ehlers-Danlos. The inflammation, the general inflammation. But I think I'm gonna go before I start this job to try to preempt it. But I'm afraid that what's going to actually happen is I'm gonna take a round of steroids to get rid of this. And then the spring will come and it will happen again. That has happened to me before too. There's one season of all the seasons where I feel well, and that is the fall. And therefore, it is the only season that I like. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. So I get health insurance through my job, and the way that works is they pay into an account. So even if I'm not working, I still technically have health insurance as long as I have money in that account. And because I busted my ass for like 4 years and never stopped working, I have plenty of money in that account, so I have health insurance. But of course, the health insurance company and the doctors that I generally see, the Mount Sinai doctors, are like in a fight. So basically, all the doctors that I previously had been seeing, I can't see because it's no longer covered under my health insurance. So I either have to go out and find all new doctors or just like wait for that to resolve, I guess. And that pisses me off. Like the health insurance, the health care in this country is sick and twisted. I think it is vile, absolutely disgusting for people to be sitting at the top of those insurance companies and those companies that make drugs and shit, profiting off of the fact that people are ill. I think that is vile and disgusting and the epitome of evil. And the fact that people go into debt from being ill is absurd. And I have very strong feelings about those things. I believe that healthcare is a human right because you did not ask to be born, and now you have to like pay all this money to keep yourself like basically well. No ma'am. No ma'am, that's an expense that I don't think that anybody should have to pay. Oh, those are done. Great. Stability, who is she? Don't know her. Oh God, okay, all right. This is one of those times where it would really help if I had like one more person to just help me hold stuff together, you know? That's already better. It's sort of stable now. My other problem is I feel guilty asking people to help me do things. Like I could probably easily call a friend over and they'd be happy to help. But I'm like, no, they're probably busy. Like I shouldn't make them stop their lives to come help me put fucking furniture. You know, stupid shit like that. They only get 1 day off because in theater you only get 1 day off. Are these pieces flush? No. Is it because of what I did or because they just weren't made right? don't know. There seems to be more holes than shelves. And like, how much space do I need? You know, these are things that I should have thought about. Okay. I guess I have to have the one at the bottom for stability, but also I hate having my dolls close to the ground, so I usually use the ground one for like storage. And maybe I don't put the fuck ass little drawers in, or maybe I put this one here and I do put the fuck ass little drawers in, but then the next one goes up higher. These are questions. Ain't nothing but a... And I need the one at the top to go as far up as it can go, and then the other two we can fuck around with. We'll see what we come up with here. It's probably gonna look weird. I'm just gonna put the thing together, and whatever happens, maybe we'll change it later. Oh, she's like over there. I think she's upset. I'm sorry, but I need to build this furniture, babe. I know, we're confused. I'm sorry. Don't come over here because it's not that safe. Just a single little girl trying to put together some furniture. You could help, but you don't have the equipment. You need thumbs. She's stuck. That's why she's crying now. Why did you go there? Go around. She's not smart enough to figure it out. You know how some dogs like solve puzzles? Not mine. Mine is Precious, but she is not bright. There you go. Go ahead. She almost figured it out. She almost did it. Go that way. There you go. You did it. I like feel sorry for whoever lives below me right now. They're probably like, bro, what is going on up there? Just use my foot to hold it up. Probably regret that tomorrow. I did 2 stitching calls last weekend. Not a stitcher, by the way. I pretend I can't sew at all so people don't ask me to do things. But unfortunately, this woman knew me from before. From before I started hiding all my skills. I woke up the morning of the 2nd stitching call and my neck and shoulders were so messed up from apparently sewing. Apparently I did it wrong. I was like, I didn't know you could do it that wrong. Amazing. I could talk about something, but why? You wouldn't be able to hear me. There's nothing new happening in doll world right now, literally nothing. This side's much easier because I can just lean it on its side and it can hold itself. Why did they give me this? There's not one single thing that doesn't use an Allen wrench in this whole kit. Talking about disposable furniture too, I got this TV unit, you can kind of see part of it in the frame, from IKEA, but 15 years ago, and I'm still using it. So even though I bought it as disposable furniture, it's holding up. I've moved 5 times. And I like it because it has so many little compartments for books and things. I wish it wasn't black because I like brown. Everything in my house is brown now. But you know, $80 well spent. Of course, that was $80 15 years ago. It probably wouldn't cost that now. Maybe it would. Some of the shelves at IKEA are still really cheap. Or they were the last time I looked, which I suppose was pre-prices just exponentially going up. I feel like the price of everything is totally out of control. They will charge you as much as they think you will pay for it, and most of the time we just do. Do you know what's interesting? You probably saw the news that the Fantastical Realms doll has been pulled and they're redesigning her, and I just think that's interesting from Mattel. You know, people saw it, they said, what the fuck am I paying $100 for? I guess they didn't pay the $100 to pre-order it, and then Mattel was like, oh shit, nobody's buying this doll, what are we gonna do? And that was the solution, which I think is interesting. So maybe finally it's a breaking point where people are like, I cannot and will not pay exorbitant prices for things that are not worth the money. And that's the thing about me too, is I'm perfectly happy paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars for dolls, but I need for the quality to match the price, and with Mattel these days it's just not happening. So I mean, maybe that was finally the thing. Maybe Mattel will take a no, they won't. But it would be nice if Mattel would learn a lesson from that release, and perhaps we don't charge $100 for this doll, or we make it $100 worth of product. You know what I mean? Because when you look at other doll companies too, if you look at Integrity Toys, for example, a lot of those dolls cost between $150 and $200. But when you look at what you're getting, it's worth the price. First of all, it's a high quality doll in and of itself, but then it comes with a beautiful screening. It comes with 3D lashes. It comes with at least one beautiful outfit that is very high quality and well made, usually fabric shoes. The price matches the quality, you know? And with Mattel, especially lately, it's gotten way worse. So that's for frustrating? Because the Bob Mackie one was kind of the same thing in my opinion. Our expectation of what a Mackie doll should be is not this. Like, she's got glitter glue on her dress. There's not a rhinestone or a sequin in sight. Like, what? And you're charging $125 for that? Please. That's only $25 less than an Integrity Toys doll, and the Integrity Toys, the product is just so much better. Like this doll, for example, she cost me $150. And for $25 more, I feel like I'm getting so much more for my money, you know? Do I hate the Integrity Toys business model? Yes, I do. But guess what? I signed up again. And you're gonna be surprised because I didn't pick the Poppy Parker. Not this time. I said I got 3 Poppies last year, 2 of which have already come in. 1 is still out on pre-order. And it's time to try somebody new. And there was one that I saw, if you saw them, you can probably guess which one it was, that I couldn't resist. I just thought she was so and gorgeous, and her outfit was so stunning and fun and had some really unique pieces, and the accessories were stunning, and I said, she's my girl, she's my sign-up doll for the season. But we'll see what the future of the season has in store for me. My goal for the year is to stop purchasing expensive Barbie dolls just because I like the face mold. So that money, hopefully, that I won't be spending on Barbie dolls will be going towards the Integrity Toys collection. That's not to say I won't be buying Barbie dolls, because I probably will. It's just like, I can't just see the face and be like, I love that face, and then hate everything else about it and pay $50 to $100 for it. That's silly and ridiculous. Yeah, I saw the sign up, what are they called? For Integrity Toys, like the sign up dolls, the ones that you buy upon signing up for the membership. I saw them and I was like, I don't know that I should sign up this year, because I bought so many of them last year and they're expensive. Then I went to bed thinking about her, and I woke up thinking about her. And I'm like, well, if I can't stop thinking about her, I should just join. And maybe nothing else will strike my fancy this year, and I just get the one doll, and that would be fine too. I will not be paying a high price for things that are not high quality anymore. That's it. I'm really looking forward to the Miley Cyrus doll coming out though. I will be getting her. If she looks anything like those photos that were leaked, I think that she is almost worth the price. I mean, I'd feel more comfortable paying like $50 for her. The problem with Mattel Creations is the $8 shipping. Cause like you start adding stuff up and it just starts getting expensive. I wonder if Miley is just a Mattel Creations release. Does anybody know? Or if she's gonna be released on other selling platforms, like, you know, Amazon, where you can get free shipping? Because if I were just paying $55 for the doll, plus the tax that I would have to pay, like, that's not that bad. So I went on Mattel Creations today because I really want the new Fashion Frontier doll. Like, I want her so bad. I love everything about her, and I feel like she's kind of controversial too. People don't really like her that much, which, like, I don't know why, because I feel like her outfit is camp as fuck, which is what I'm looking for from Barbie, and her face is so gorgeous and her hair is so long. Perfect. But the price point of her is really high. She's $80, which I think is too much. So I was like, oh, let me throw in one of those discount codes, you know, the influencer discount codes that are going around the internet. By the time the tax and the shipping got added on, she was back up to $80. I'm like, ugh. So that's gonna be a no for me, dog, right now. I'm hoping she goes on sale and then I can use the coupon code again. Can you use them on sales? That would be freaking lit. But like, that's an example. Like, I wish she was $65. I think she's too much money. But I know when I get that product, I'm gonna like it, because I like the clothes, I like the face, and I like the hair. That's all the parts of the doll, not just one part of the doll. You know what I mean. You see what I'm saying. Oh God. Okay. I think that's how I want it. Let me set up these freaking drawers. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm just doing the drawers. I'll show you the shelf in a second. Okay. It's 2 days later. I couldn't get my shit together after work yesterday, so it just didn't happen. But here's the shelf. As you can see, I've removed 2 of the shelves from it. So I don't have as much space as I was hoping for. I feel like technically I could like get the dolls up higher with a higher riser and then get like 3 rows of dolls in instead of 2. So maybe it'll work out just fine. But for now, these are the dolls that are going here. I also have Little Miss No Name just laying there like that. So she's probably gonna go up top because I'm kind of saving that space for the other ones of those. But this is what's going on so far. Let's start in trying to arrange it. Dumpster is in full force. I hate that the dog crate is in the frame, but I like can't get it out. So I guess this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna start down here. We've got otherworldly sort of creatures down here. This is the vibe for this shelf. And I don't know if you saw her, but this brat goddess. What? Are you joking? I literally feel like they heard Mattel was doing a goddess. They knew it wasn't gonna turn out good. And they were like, want to see how to do a goddess doll? Here's your goddess doll. And she's gorgeous, she's stunning, she's otherworldly, she's perfect. I'm obsessed with her and I can't wait to get her in my collection. Isn't she gonna go great down here? I've got one single Space Molly, but I'd like to have like a row of them on the front like that. So that's a someday activity, I suppose. We've got Wednesday Skull Panda. We've got two of these little gals. I don't know, I just feel like they're like kind of weird and otherworldly and they go here. Plus they're nice for height variation. And there's another Skull Panda hiding. There's like a lot of stuff coming in the mail that I intended to put on these shelves too, so I like don't have everything I need, but I really just want to get it like set up so I'm like happy with it, at least for now. Is there another Barbie I could sort of dress up in a space age way, in a neutral color? Because I want her, maybe I put her down here. I had something else in here, it was a mermaid's, but I didn't like her. I know what I'll do. Astronaut Barbie. Otherworldly creature is Astronaut Barbie. I'd love her to have this helmet on because I think that makes her look more otherworldly. So cool. That's what we're doing here. And she's nice and neutral. She goes with everybody else. It's neutral, obviously, with pops of orange. That's the mood, vibe, and feeling. This is stunning because I love Astronaut Barbie and I feel like she doesn't get enough attention because she lives up too high. Covered in hair, my hair. Oh, fuck. I've been thinking a lot about Barbie lately because I want to love her, but I don't, which is disappointing. And I literally feel like stand absolutely sucks. If they went back to the original business model for the company where they just sold like either naked or like lightly dressed up, where they sold naked or like lightly dressed dolls and then sold as fashion packs at different prices, and there were a lot of them, I feel like people would be happier with Barbie because then you could get your cheap Barbie for your younger kids that's maybe like not as detailed or as exciting, but then you could get the same Barbie, buy her like an amazing fashion pack, jazz her up, and everybody's happy. And I feel like it's a good business model, especially in today's day and age where people are broke. It's like you could have one doll with many outfits instead of 1,000 dolls with many outfits, I suppose. It just seems like a good idea for the modern era, you know? I kind of want to push them back so there's like room on the front. If I could get something higher, I could do 3 rows, you know? It's not necessary at the current moment because I don't have the product, but it could become necessary in the future. I love this bitch so much. She's so gorgeous to me. I want her to stand up a little taller, but she also needs to bend over so she can look down. Oh, the iridescence in the dress and this lighting too is so stunning. Oh, she's so pretty to me. I'm still not sold on these little drawers. I might take them out and put stuff on the bottom shelf. And I'd love to just have an entire row of little Space Mollies on the front. That would be so stunning and gorgeous. Yes. Let's see. Do you go like in there? Maybe. I don't know where to put her. Fuck. I had toyed with these up here. I don't know that I like it. Maybe they can, no, I don't like it there either. I'm so overstimulated. I'm PMSing and have very low tolerance right now. And I had to do my laundry, which always overstimulates me because there's never anything I can use when I go downstairs because there's always one white guy using every single washer and then uses every single dryer, even though technically you could split the laundry loads up and you could fit it in fewer dryers, you know? If you know, you know. But it's always like one straight white man who's decided that he's entitled to every single one. And it makes me violent. Maybe you go like here. But I feel like you're covering up too much of her. Maybe we switch. So that's cute as hell. Let's try that. So I've got like wasted space in here too. Have like this little thing, like maybe I use that and like prop that bitch up. I don't know. I feel like then she's covering up too much of that. Let's see if I can move this one back a little. These also despise standing up, and they're a liability for falling down constantly and taking an entire display down with it. That's fine, no worries if not. You know, I've been working part-time and doing like tasks that I normally don't do or don't like to do. But I realized it's not that I don't like to do them. It's that there are specific varieties of those things that I do enjoy. Like, I don't consider myself a stitcher. I don't generally like stitching. I don't think I'm a good stitcher. But the stitching that I'm doing at this job is particular, and it's like very detailed, tiny little things. A lot of like hand stitching and detail work. And I realized I actually like really enjoy doing it. This is a new experience for me. I've never enjoyed stitching before because I don't like mass quantity, fast, like slamming shit together sort of stitching, which is what a lot of stitching is. I don't like the way she looks now. And also, like, I've generally hated day work, especially recently, because it hurts my body for the repetitive motion of it, which is like the steaming and the ironing, the prepping of the clothes. And it like makes me really tired. But there's a couple calls there that I've done now where it's like not a huge quantity of clothing, but the work is like really detailed. And I'm like really enjoying doing it. Like I can hyper focus for 4 hours, get it done, do a really good job, and like finish and be like proud of what I've done. And I feel like maybe I don't hate those things, I just hate certain versions of them, which is the general versions of them, unfortunately. Like you don't often get a small detail call. This show, they have tons and tons of that little detail work because the costumes are so intricate. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, standing up here. Yep, absolutely. All right, here's the next shelf. When I'm finished with this, everybody's gonna be wearing neutrals. Obviously, this girl here is very not neutral, but I bought some AliExpress clothes so I can dress some girls up in neutral outfits. And for now, I feel like she's just a placeholder. She's gonna be fine there. I don't know. These are just some of my favorites right now, my favorite Barbies. They're the prettiest to me in my collection at current, or they like weren't in a position where I feel like we were being able to admire their beauty in the way that I wanted, so they are gonna go there. I also have these like 3 neutral Rainbow Shadow High dolls. I'm like not totally sold on them being there, and I'd almost prefer like more Barbies. But I'm turning around to look at my doll display. There's a couple up there that I feel like I could change out of what they're wearing and stick them in this display. But you know what? For now, we're just gonna go with this because it's what I have and they need a place to go, and that is what it is, and that's how it's gonna be. And I've got these 2 little Labubus that got kicked out of their land. Maybe they just sit in the corner. This one's harder to me because there's not as much dimension and variety. I've also completely redone the doll display because you saw it was a mess. So we'll get a full look at everything in the end. I'm just really not sure what I want to do here. I feel like maybe... So the good thing about having them so far apart is dolls can sit and they don't cover other dolls. So that's cute. Let's try her sitting. I feel like Harper always gets to sit or lie down, which is great for her. I wish I had that Life Queen. She's a doll that I love, but her hair like gets in the way, so I give her these braids, and I actually kind of like it. I feel like it suits her. Her beach vibes. Okay. You know what, it's not terrible because I hate the shoes that Pazette is wearing, and it covers up the shoes, but we still get to see all the cute parts of her outfit. So maybe that's it. Are they cute sitting? Maybe they should relate to each other. Then I have this one, and then she's just kind of like here. Maybe she can stand over them like a creep. I don't know, I just need to do something aesthetically pleasing until more things arrive, and then I'll probably have to redo this. I won't put you through watching it again. Do that on my own time. Eventually I'll do another collection tour too, where you get to see everything. I haven't done one of those in a while, but I feel like I do this so much. You've seen a lot of my collection, you know? I don't know, I feel like she looks so out of place in this. I could put her in black. Maybe if I just take the jacket off and leave her in the red, it will look less out of place. I also have a Shan Shan princess doll that I feel like I want to get in here, so we'll see. She's coming in the mail. She finally shipped. It took such a long time. That's the weird thing about AliExpress when you shop on there. Sometimes it ships super fast, it gets to you super fast, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. And then sometimes you order that takes forever to ship, and then it takes forever to show up, and you just never know which one you're gonna get, which is annoying. Maybe like an accessory for her. Let's see what we can find. I feel like that looks better. It's not like perfect, but it's okay. Like she's got some color in her pants, which I feel like goes. She's gonna be in neutrals when my clothes arrive. I found this little purse. Maybe she needs a purse to make her stunning. She's so pretty. That's cute. I feel like it's fine for now. It's not ideal, but it'll work. Let's see. Let's just pull you. Look at this. I think it looks good with the two black outfits and then the neutral in the middle. That's cute. God, she's so gorgeous. Let me actually just whack this stupid Barbie license plate off the belt because I hate it. Broken Dolly TV did that and I was like, why didn't I think of that? It's so simple. Now it's just a plain belt. That's what I wanted. Instantly lost her. See, this is a great example of a doll that I like sort of bought just because of the face, but I actually like her outfit and her hair, and I feel like her price point was relatively reasonable. But like, it's been like all of a sudden recently, the prices have really skyrocketed at Mattel too. Like they haven't been good in a while, but recently there's been an uptick. And I'm like, for what though, bruh? What are we paying for? I'm not getting it. But I feel like this doll is how I have to spend my money with Mattel. Like the whole doll, allowed to buy it. Otherwise, no ma'am. Because I'll probably get a couple of those new, whatever they're called, the fashionistas. But those are really cheap. And that's just like a fun experience, you know, rebodying or restyling, making them stunning and gorgeous. And you can do the whole project for pretty cheap, you know? Like less than a collector doll. Gorgeous. Cutie. Let's do her like this and turn her little head this way. Cute. Just my head in front of the camera. I think that's sort of cute. Still not sold on whatever this is though. Let's see. Maybe we want to see her pretty face. I mean, I feel like she's blocking too much of L. Maybe that's better. I don't think it's my favorite one I've ever set up, but I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I'm gonna end up adding new dolls to this anyway, relatively soon. And I can like look at that and be fine with it, so that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, it's fine. I also wanna see a little bit more of Harper's face. Cheat queen. I like it to look like they're like engaged with each other, but I also want to see their faces. So I gotta make them cheat like on stage. The other thing is I hate seeing people cheat on stage. It takes me out of the moment. Maybe they're just posing for a picture. Let's tilt their little heads in. Cutie. Oh, I like that more. Yeah, absolutely. There's the top shelf. Its intended use is for all three of the Olympia doll dolls because I really, really liked the first one and I'd like to have the full collection. But for now, we only have Artemis. So there'll be a couple of other things added to this. I bought every brown Skull Panda because I like the brown ones the most. There aren't that many of them. I think there's like 4 that I liked. So I bought 2 of them. Plus Applejack here. Let me show you her because she's so cute to me. There's so many good details on her. Like, first of all, the face is precious and she's got the freckles just like the horse, which I love. She's got a little clip here, a little apple in the head. Of course, her gorgeous ears. And then these are 2 different colors. This one has an apple embroidered into it, like high quality. She also has an A embroidered on her chest for Applejack, a little apple on the foot for Applejack, and then of course her cutie mark is on the back of her head here. But she's got this like beautiful nylon blonde ponytail, which I'm obsessed with, and she's got this like sort of, I don't know, I feel like it looks sort of like a warrior sort of wrap thing with the little tassels, so I thought she went nice with the warrior doll. I feel like they're sort of alien princesses, alien queens, otherworldly creatures, and so are goddesses, so I feel like it makes sense. We're gonna keep her surrounded by Skull Panda. The other thing I want to add to this, we've got Little Miss No Name. Look at her. This one's original from back in the day, the 1960s. I think she came out in 1965. She was a doll meant for teaching people about empathy. Please note her soulless eyes. For some reason, she's wearing blue makeup. She's got a giant forehead, sad little eyebrows, and a sad little mouth. I love her. She also, like, originally came with like a little tear you could like clip onto her eye, which I think is iconic. And she comes in this rags outfit. My friend, Ethereal Girl BJD, went to the American Girl store and got hers a better outfit. And I think I want to do that someday for her too, but I don't know. She's always in the background of my videos because she's like tucked behind something, but I want to give her a chance to shine. So she gets to stay in this position until other Olympia dolls arrive. And I think she's cute up there. She's begging. She just wants money so she can buy something to eat. Isn't that a relatable thing these days in America? Little Miss No Name coming around to just say, please, government, just make it affordable for me to eat. The voice of a generation, Little Miss No Name. And so that's the most I can do with the shelf right now. Of course, once the skull pandas come in, I'll add them to the display. All right, and here's the overview of the shelf. I feel like there's many options with this. I can do a lot of different things. But I'm happy with it for now. It looks good enough. Here's this relatively new display that I did. It got the Bratz Anniversary Jade taken out and these two witches added. I think that makes sense. It's sort of like weird and Halloween-y. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. We've got this display. This one looks almost exactly the same as it did before. I ended up taking Toralei out and putting that girl in. So that one still looks pretty nice to me. This one got kind of a major overhaul because I wanted to add a lot of dolls in here. Jennifer got added, Cleo got added, Nephra got added, and this little girl right here, she got added. But that one's still probably one of my favorites. I think it looks really good. The balance of it is nice. Pink section got a complete overhaul because somehow I like destroyed the pink section. I don't really even know how. Did I take pink dolls out of it? I guess I took a few. I had like a big empty space right in there. So we got an Odile in here. She's gorgeous. And Laguna, she went in. She used to be with the mermaids, but now she's in here. Pink section looks nice to me. Oh, this little girl got added. She was like relegated to the back and it was so dark back there you couldn't see her, and now she can see her well. She deserves an opportunity because she's so cute. And the rest of the pink section's kind of the same. Purple, I mean, I think I redid this recently. This girl got added in there, but I think she's probably gonna come out and go into the other display. So I'll have to redo purple again. Ugh. And then of course this, which we spent a whole video on. If you missed that, go check it out. It's linked down below. These little critters got a little rearranging. Just move some stuff around. She keeps wanting to fall flat on her face. She does it regularly. I think it's because she's overwhelmed because she has too many children. This is now empty. More dolls can go there. This has fewer dolls in it because I had to move some of the pink ones out into the pink display. This one looks exactly the same. That looks the same. This I had to rearrange a little bit. I just moved some mermaids around. That's usually what I end up doing. This looks different because we got little Yasmin, my Bratzy Yasmin in there. That's a perfect place for her. I love her there with these guys. That one's pretty cute. I feel like it could be better though. We've got mermaids, and then that got somebody taken out, so I have to fix it, but for now that's fine. And then the top shelf is pretty much the same. I thought about taking Xena and Gabriella out there and putting them on the top shelf, but decided against it. But I also did get my two Jean Marshalls up there, which I'm happy about. They were in the BJD display, but I had to take them out to put the BJDs back, but now they have a place. Yay. And my friend made me this dress for Jean. Isn't it gorgeous? Yes. I did end up putting my BJD display back together. It's kind of similar as it was before. I think I made some nice shapes over here though. We've got like this triangle, this coven, that's basically what they are. And then we've got these two she's pregnant with her own child, but this child is Ella's child. But Ella is terrible and a bad mother, and so she doesn't really take care of her own children, but also she's still in prison. Couldn't let her out. She started a war in Iran. These two just sort of looking over her, and I love the way that looks, especially from this angle. Doesn't it look good? So that's the adjustments to the BJD display. It's really not much. I just put everybody back and arranged them a little bit, but I'm happy with it. I hope you enjoyed watching me set up this shelf today. I always have a good time setting up a shelf, even if there is trials and tribulations involved, and we had a few, like the shelves being too short for what I needed them to be, and half the stuff I want to put on the shelf not being here. But overall, I'm happy with it for now. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you have any display ideas that you can pass along to me, I would really appreciate it, because I love trying new things on my display. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, put a hammer emoji down below, because we built something today. Yes. Make sure to like, share, and hype the video. Subscribe for more hilarious and amazing content just like this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the predecessor to this one. Thank you so much for coming, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye.